This morning's poll question, we're going to get right to it. Essentially, more impressive. Brady, 2 Super Bowls in his 40s. Is Keys watching Mahomes sling it? If you're watching this morning on ESPN News, or
see what I mean, T?
That throw was a throw that I wouldn't advise him to make again, but it certainly got there. That's for damn sure.
So Brady winning 2 after 40, or Mahomes winning 2 at 25. One of those will be a reality on Sunday. Which is more impressive to you? 888-ESPN, 888-729-3776. We want to preface this real quick by saying, and we've got the former Chiefs coach Todd Haley coming up here in just about 3 minutes. I want to preface this by saying that we're going to ask each caller what their age is, and here's why. Quick story. I'll make it real quick so we can try to squeeze in Josh and Phil before Todd Haley hits. Michael Jordan, when he turned, I want to say 50 years old, we did a big thing on ESPN about him, and he sat down with the writer, Wright Thompson, and they were sitting there watching one of these debate shows, kind of like what we're doing, or First Take, or any of those types of shows. And the question was, more impressive, Brady or Montana, right? It was just a classic question, and they were just putting the percentages on the screen, and it was 50-50, and it was, vacillating back and forth. It was close. There was obviously an age divide like there is with all these questions. And Jordan was watching it, and Wright Thompson, the writer, was sitting there watching Jordan's reaction. Jordan was just shaking his head as Brady started to sort of pull ahead a little bit, and Montana was flagging a little bit, and Wright asked Jordan, why are you shaking your head? And what he said was, nobody remembers Montana. He goes, it wasn't that these people are weighing in, saying that Brady is much better, it's his boyhood idol, all this sort of stuff. They just said the people that are weighing in, they just don't remember how cool. His nickname was Joe Cool for a reason. Before there was Cool Hand Luke and Tom Brady and all that stuff, there was Joe Cool, but people don't remember it. And that's a big part of it. So that's why we're asking you how old you are, because it really does shape your thought process.
No, it totally does. If you go back and you think about the Last Dance, right? And we all sit there, it was like, oh man, Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Kobe, and this, that, and that. And after you got to watch the Last Dance, she was like, yeah, I don't think so. Because that's just what it is. And we have those conversations all the time, Jay, about our own personal careers. Everybody, they this or that. Just go put it in the tape. The tape don't lie. Go put it in. It's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I always tell Jay, they always lose him out of the greatest of all time conversation. Man, go put that dude was making sky hooks from the 3-point line. Go put that old film in and see what that was.
Got to be old enough to remember.
You got to just be old enough to see it.
So on that tip, let's go. Josh in Kansas, you're on ESPN Radio. Not to be too invasive here. How old are you?
So I'll be 28 in May. This is a follow-up also from yesterday about Matthew Stafford and God. I'll be 28 in May. Mahomes will be 25. He'll be the youngest quarterback ever to win the Super Bowl, apart from Brady, if he'll win Sunday. So here's my take. Brady's going to get pretty much utterly destroyed in his own stadium. I think if he's going to progress, they might be a Super Bowl rematch up this year in 2021. Mind you that the Chiefs beat the Buccaneers at Buccaneers and Raymond James by 3. And it's going to be a little dicey there. But, it's going to be happening with, all these fans alike. I mean, you can watch it on TV and root for your team and hopefully get through that. And, the rest is history. I honestly think when Brady retires, when eventually retires, I'm going to play well past him in my 40s, he's going to start slowing down. When he was with New England, he threw bombs because he had that talent, Edelman and all that. Granted, he's got Gronkowski, but he's never even thrown to Gronkowski that much this year. And so I think, with me being a Gronkowski fan, being from Tucson originally, I'm a big Gronkowski fan. Gronk's still relatively young. Is he going to slow down anytime soon? No. But I also think that Jared Goff and Stafford trade was a 50-50 in my book, because if you look at it, he's going to have those fresh new receivers out the get-go, the Rams and the Lions. How's he going to throw? And that eventually, the Lions will be like winning a Super Bowl, maybe. Get back in playoff contention. You'll have your fan base up because you don't have to go poorly. You can make it this far and then go. And then the Rams could eventually win the Super Bowl, and then be a bounce back situation with that, with the first two former first round picks.
Hey, Josh.
Gotcha.
Sounds like a run-on thought.
Thank
Yo.
you.
So what do you think here? Josh from Tucson, Gronk played at Arizona, the whole thing. What do you make of it?
Gronk's not young
What
anymore.
were we discussing
What
again?
Josh talking about? He said Gronk's still young. Man, Gronk ain't young. Gronk old and beat up.
I lost track of what we were talking
Well,
about.
we were talking about the age difference between Mahomes and Brady, and the difference in opinions versus an older person going for Brady, a younger person going for Mahomes. And Josh started off by telling us his age, which is closer to Mahomes than it is Brady. But then at the same time, he went into something totally different. That's Evan's fault, though. Evan doesn't do a very good job at screening. No, don't get into that.
That sounded like a filibuster. He got on the air and it sounded like he was filibustering. He had one thought after another. He told me one succinct thought, put him on the air, seemed like a good caller. My bad.
I think Zumbin is going to have to teach you how to answer phones from here on out.
Yes, Keyshawn J.
Evan is very
Keyshawn
gullible.
J. Zumbin coming to you live from above the Heineken River Deck. It's a pleasure to be joined now by Key's old pal Todd Haley, former